Hey guys, welcome to episode 12 of the second season here at FC Köln. We start with a home game against Leipzig in the Deutsche Pokal. It's the quarter-finals. We do have Leipzig again later in the month in the league, but I think I'm going to play the cup game just to keep our European hopes alive with regards to cup football, just in case we aren't able to make it in the league. And then we've got Werder Bremen here at home in the league the following weekend. I'll probably sim that as it's a home game. And then Hamburg, I'll probably sim that as it's one of the lesser opponents. Actually, I'm not sure who's doing better, Hamburg or Hoffenheim, who's at the end of the month. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Hamburg. Oh, well, they're both as bad as each other. So we'll wait and see what the table looks like by the time we get to the Hamburg game and make a decision from there. But either way, I think definitely simming one of those is the obvious thing to do. We shall play Leipzig then to start, and then we'll play Leipzig towards the end as well. I love that third kit for them. They could play in this one though. That's not a problem. Playing their away kit as they're away from home. They need to play in the alternate. Not fully fit, but certainly fit enough to be able to play against Leipzig, especially considering the way that they play their game knackers their players anyway. So stamina doesn't really tend to be too much of an issue for me as the as the user side against the AI. We'll wait and see what happens then in this game against Leipzig, and then we'll take it from there. Do drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Please make sure you subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any more of this series. And let's see what Leipzig's starting lineup looks like. Right, Leipzig starting 11. Galaxy in goal, as we expected. Jean-Kevin Augustin up top. Kevin Campbell, Emil Forsberg, and maybe Mikel Merino sat behind him as well. Tyler Adams holding. Yeah, Forsberg and Merino out wide. Talabidi and Adams sat holding. Konate at centre-back. Mukiele at right-back, actually. Klosterman at left-back. It's a strong team, but certainly a beatable one. Wide there to Verstrata. We'll try and build something early doors. Look at the way they close down. This is why I actually quite like playing against Leipzig, because they just knacker themselves out. Oh, good save by the keeper. Nearly the dream start. Doesn't matter how many times you play Leipzig, or on what iteration of FIFA you play them, they always play this way, and I don't know why. I don't know whether that's a realistic depiction of how they play in real life. I can't say as I've seen Leipzig play that often, or even at all outside of the odd highlights reel from like their massive 8-0 win, etc. Weiser, deliver that. Oh, clicked it straight against Klosterman, unfortunately. You guys will have to let me know, those of you that watch Bundesliga football, do Leipzig play a massively high-pressure game in real life, or is it weirdly just a FIFA thing? Because they always play this way, regardless of the competition, regardless of the situation. They always do well in the league, in the games when it's AI versus AI, but against the user, they always knacker themselves out, and then you can just pick them off. Oh, Lucas Podolski's actually considering retirement now, as you can see, top left. It'd be sad to see him retire, but unfortunately, clearly not getting the first team football here has made him decide that maybe it's time to call it a day with regards to his playing career. That's a shame. Emil Forsberg to Jean-Kevin Augustin. I mean, at least it means he can retire at Köln, I guess. Forsberg through the gap to Jean-Kevin Augustin. Out wide there to Klosterman. And Leipzig might be taking themselves a lead here, but he's away. Who someone mentioned in the comment section the other day is an unsung hero of this save. I don't know whether that's true or not. He's certainly been very solid. We'll try and actually cut back here. See the man on the edge of the box. Stay on your feet. And Michel Weiser it is. The shot blocked, unfortunately. Positive 20 minutes, though. And it won't be long before they knacker themselves out so much that we can just pick them off. I hope. Here's Verstrata. Katterback. It's good football. And space for Luca Bacchio. And he's on his left. And that's what happens the majority of the time that Luca Bacchio is on his left foot. It ends up in the back of the net. The back line just opened up. And there's so much space for him there. And he's tucked it away nicely. We lead at home in the Deutsche Pokal. Strata. Cross there nicely to Trezeguet. Down the line to Katterback. Driving forward. Oh, late is the only way to describe that challenge from Mukiele. Deserved yellow card incoming. I was in behind there with Katterback, and we might well have scored a second goal. I will play this short. Try and keep it away from the man that's on my shoulder here with Michel Weiser. Trezeguet will spin, and he spun very well indeed. I'll get it into the middle, looking for someone to turn home, and Ilsanka cuts it out nicely. Trying to get a second before half-time if we can. We could win this header. I've no idea who that came off. Must have been Anton, unfortunately. Still 1-0. Leon Bailey confirmed as going to Real Madrid, as we saw in yesterday's transfer window special. Lovely ball over the top to Klosterman. Oh, around the corner there to Kevin Campbell. Cuts back, Jorge Mera intercepts nicely. Corner for Leipzig. Marino to whip it in on that left foot. It's whipped, but not whipped very well, although man will get to it there. Ilsanka and Marino's in, and good tackle by Jorge Mera. Another corner for Leipzig. He was winding up there for a shot. Can his delivery this time be better? Forsberg will come short, but he won't use him. That is a better delivery. It finds Mukiele. There's Forsberg. Wow. I don't know whether that was from the training ground or not, but regardless, it was very well worked. Can Marino do it again? They seem to like their near post corners, that's for sure. Jorge Mera will get to that first, and we might actually have the chance for a counter-attack. There is space to run into here. Cossiello's not the fastest. Mitchell Weisser's got some pace on him, though. And Adams is closing me down here. I'm going to whip it. Yep, half-time. Wide there to Kevin Campbell. Back to Klosterman. Talabidi. Campbell. I would like a second just to make sure. They haven't threatened too much, rather than their spate of set pieces towards the end of the first half. Mitchell Weiss could get played in here. And can he take that in his stride? Well, he can. And he's found Florian Kainz. And he's been in great goal-scoring form recently. Oh, but doesn't continue that off the woodwork. Man, with that 5-star weak foot, I was confident that it didn't matter what side I went of the goal, he would have found the target. Unfortunately, he didn't. Kainz will try the Berber spin, though. And this time, surely... Yes, there we go. Not to be denied his goal. Florian Kainz makes it Köln 2, Leipzig 0. And we might yet... Oh, God. My PC just did something odd. We might yet make it through with a clean sheet as well. Let's go. Out wide to Kingsley Schindler. Sub to sub. Halstenberg intercepts, though. Less than 20 minutes to go now. I made 3 changes to give those that were most tired a bit more of a rest ahead of the game at the weekend against Werder Bremen. It's not quite a full week's worth of recovery with this game being on the Tuesday night. Or it might even be on the Monday night. I'm not sure. It might be Monday. Regardless, giving those that were more tired an extra bit of rest. Katterbach's been very, very good at left-back. Actually been very impressed with him. That was... I'm not sure whose fault it was there for us losing possession, but they're coming back at us here, Leipzig. Or Himera trying to get in the way. Oh, and that has gone in from Kevin Campbell. 11 minutes to go. I was hoping Himera could get to that. I bumped him, gave him a nudge, and he stumbled, but still managed to get the cross in. And then Kevin Campbell sneaking in at the back post. They're back in it here, Leipzig. This might be a little bit of a nervy final 10. Although hopefully we can settle now. It's Kingsley. Well, it was Kingsley initially that played it to him as well, I guess. Kingsley to Kingsley. Go on, Schindler. Battling hard here. Turning well, driving back into space. We'll lay that in front of the man. It's free in the middle. It's for Strata. And short there to Schaub. Decided to give it a good old thwack first time, and it was blocked rather comfortably right in front of him, unfortunately. Hopefully we can slow them down here. Stop them from having another opportunity to make it 2-2. Yes, Katterbach. Extra acceleration that he has really comes in handy in certain situations like that. And Schaub finds for Strata. And if I could just shrug off Maximovic, I could have played it back to Schaub. But unfortunately, I'm out-muscled. But there's less than 60 seconds to go. So that should be us through to the semi-finals of the Deutsche Pokal. We might well earn ourselves European football before the end of the league season. I'm not sure when the semi and then final, if we win the semi, will be. Not sure if it's played earlier in the year, kind of similar to the Carabao Cup in England, or whether, regardless of when the semi is, the final's played right at the very end of the season. Wolfsburg through against Hoffenheim. It's Der Klassiker in one of the other quarterfinals. Bayern versus Dortmund and Mönchengladbach versus FC Schalke 04 in the other quarterfinal. We'll go to the post-match press conference, though. We very much deserve, or the team very much deserve to have their morale raised through that. You're through with a win in this round. You feel you can win the competition. It's too early for a verdict, I think. With Bayern and Dortmund still in, I think it's too early to say. Let's wait until the semi-final's drawn first. Were you all concerned with the result when they scored in the last minutes of the match? I was a little bit, but I'll back the question off. So it's irrelevant. We won the game, and that's all that matters in the end of things. Campbell was one of the best players on the pitch for them. We just played our game. It's fine. We don't need to worry too much. Right, up next was Werder Bremen. I am going to sim that, as it's a home game in the league. A loan offer for Skiri from... Who's that from? Marseille. Reject, I think. Sorry, pal. And Cotsiello's happy. I'm proud of you, my man. Everybody in the comment section seems to enjoy it when you're in. Interest shown in Plata. Match rescheduled in April. Also, the semi's not for a little while. Then 1.3 million added to the transfer budget because we're only in February now. So we've got to wait 2 months for the semi, which is against Wolfsburg. So we have a good chance of getting through to the final. A really good chance of getting through to the final. Ooh, I'm excited about that now. Right, no Scottish international management, thank you. Paulinho might be going out on loan somewhere, and Schindler wants to play in the next game. I'll say I'll consider it, but it's up to the AI, really, because they're going to be the ones in control. We're at home. Now, I have found... Wow, Bartol scores after 60 seconds. I have found that it doesn't really matter with the realism mod whether you're home or away in simulated games. I've lost a lot of home sims and I've won a lot of away sims, but we're actually going 2-1 up here 3 minutes after half time through Mahmoud Trezeguet as Cotsiello gave us an equaliser half an hour after Bartel scored, and we might yet see this out for 3 points in the league, and we have. Fantastic, what a comeback. Really pleased with that. Schindler disappointed not to play. Sorry, mate. Keep working hard. You'll definitely get plenty of chances moving forward. We'll have a quick train of everyone now. Noah Katabat and Circle were the last ones, so it'll be born out in a easy way. I may actually change this module to be 2 of the youngsters we've got that we aren't yet training, because Bornau's not featuring for me at present, and Ahizigwe is rock solid as things stand already. Right. What does the league table look like? Because that's going to determine whether we play this one and Sim, Hoffenheim. They're still right there next to each other. We might as well, considering we're at this one, we might as well sim this one. They just, wow, Leipzig battered them by 6-0. Well, hopefully we could do something similar. We need to stop conceding early goals, though, apparently. Segota with 1 after 5 minutes. For Strata from the spot. I don't believe he's my penalty taker by default. I'll have to check my team management and my tactics, but I don't think he is. Any second... yes, a second goal for them, but a second goal for us as well. Mitchell Weiser after 61 minutes. 3 minutes after Kinsombi gave them a 2-1 lead. We're back level at 2-2. And we steal a winner. No, we can't. Not to worry. I will, out of curiosity, have a look at my team management. I don't think for Strata's on pens. No, Trezeguet is listed as my penalty taker. 69 pens, 66 pens. Strata, he does have 81 pens. Maybe you should be my penalty taker then. All right, fair play. You can do it, my man. Right, we'll have a quick train. Actually, I'm going to go and alter these training modules, and then I'll just cut straight to the game against Leipzig in the league. Before we've gotten there, I've had 2 transfer offers. The one for Florian Kainz from Fenerbahce, I will obviously reject, as he's been superb for us this year. One for John Cordoba. Reckons his market value is anywhere between 10.9 and 21.7. Well, I've offered or countered at 17.5 with Levante, and they just straight walked away. I don't know whether Houston Dynamo are actually going to be able to afford his wages anyway. I think I counted someone like 16.5 previously as well, and they just straight up walked away. They'll offer me 14.7 with a 1% sell-on clause. Cheeky mother. Give me 15.5. Right, okay, that would be superb if they can afford his wages. We'd have him till the end of the season with regards to just having numbers in the squad, and then obviously we'd get the money next year. Transfer offer for Lucas Podolski. If he's going to retire, let me double check if he's going to retire. If he's definitely going to retire, then I'll keep him here till the end of the save. Doesn't say, just says he's approached by Birmingham. He's considering retiring. I mean, I might as well just try and get a little bit of money whilst we can. 2.5 million. They should be able to afford his wages. Birmingham being in the Championship, 30,000 is probably towards the upper limit of a Championship side's budget, but still certainly realistic with regards to what they would be able to afford. Now we are on 31 points, 5 behind Frankfurt in 6th. 10 though behind Leverkusen in the Champions League spots. I mean, if we can get up there to those Champions League spots, I'd be absolutely thrilled. But it's going to be one hell of an ask. We'll play them in this kit this time around. We'll start the same 11. Because obviously we did really well in that last time. We'll see what team they put out. Right, their starting lineup. Galaxy in goal. Halstenberg, Konate, Elsanka, Klosterman. So it is different. Adams and Demmer sat holding. Forsberg, Campbell and Marino. Same three different. Forsberg in the middle and Campbell out wide last time. So they've swapped. And there's changes in the defence as well. Hopefully, though, and midfield with Demmer starting. Hopefully, though, we should still be able to get victory. Again, look at the way they fly at me. I'm going to have to stop mentioning it because every time I play Leipzig, I seem to go, oh, they play a very high-pressure game. I bet they'll get tired. And inevitably, they do. And inevitably, majority of the time, we end up winning. Oh, we nearly took an early lead there, or had the opportunity to, but Elsanka heads that away well. I'll play this towards the near post. Well, it's nowhere near where I aimed the little cursor, was it? But regardless, it went away anyway. Oh, thanks, mate. Kinds. Oh, looking for Trezeguet, but can't find him. Never mind. On the front foot immediately, which is what we wanted to be. Here's Kevin Campbell. Trying to force him a little bit further wide, and Anton's done brilliantly. Got a man on the shoulder of Weiser there, but I see he turned really well. Pass wasn't that good, though. Here's Halstenberg. Back to Demmer. Halstenberg again. Trying to stop them from getting it inside here and trying to force them into a cross that hopefully won't be very accurate. Halstenberg to Emil Forsberg. You can cross it if you like. He has done. And what do you know? It wasn't very accurate. Oh, but they still have the effort on goal. But thankfully it's comfortable enough. Gathered in by Horn. Trezeguet flicks it on nicely to Kainz. A little bit lucky that he was able to get there in the manner that he did. Right, Luka Bacchio's making that run. He's got Konate with him, who is no slouch. Bacchio's second touch there actually took him sideways rather than forward. Now, if I can find the right ball, oh, which we can, Cozziello, that I'm going to celebrate with him. That pass from Luka Bacchio was dreamy. Celebrate with him. That pass from Luka Bacchio was dreamy. A superb assist from our Belgian striker. That is next level. Brilliant first touch as well, and take nothing away from the left-footed finish into the top corner. Top quality from us. We lead again. Forsberg, nicely blocked by Heeserbay. Inside there to Kainz, who spun well. And forward, and you can see Trezeguet making that move. I was obviously always going to try and play him in that situation. Mahmoud Trezeguet, oh, he gets caught after he had the shot. If it had gone down, maybe the referee might have given us a penalty, but managed to stay on his feet, and sadly the man at the back post wasn't actually able to turn it home. Mikel Marino trying to cause us problems at the other end. Trezeguet really lung-busting himself, going from attack to defence, filling in at left-back after nearly scoring at left wing. Oh, he's kicked that straight against Mitchell Weiser, but it's fallen kindly for Kevin Campbell. Adams tries to stop him from playing the through ball through the channel and force him wide. Never mind, Forsberg will just turn inside anyway. Tyler Adams again. Yes, he's away and worked away nicely too. Our 1-0 lead will stay as is for now, and maybe Trezeguet can have another opportunity. But he won't. Demmer. Out to Mikel Marino. Back to Klosterman. Kind of opened that up nicely for them there with poor positioning myself. So Kevin Augustin into the middle. Oh, Kevin! You scored in the cup. And to be fair, with a chance that good, he should have scored there as well. Great technique. So unfortunately, I think his leg got caught on the man that was next to him and he couldn't quite keep it down. Would have been one hell of an equaliser though. Still 1-0, 5 minutes into the second half. Oh, it's good football. Augustin. I needed to get that interception in, otherwise there was an obvious through ball there. And Anton has done brilliantly again. Still, Emil Forsberg will not give up. Oh no, it's going to reach him. Oh, Timo, thank you. That was very nearly 1-1 again. Leipzig looked very tasty at the beginning of this second half. We're going to have to make sure we concentrate defensively. Caught on it again. Otherwise, we might find ourselves not picking up 3 points in the league. I'd very much like to continue to pick up wins, especially considering Leipzig are above us in the league as well. It really does help close the gap on a team in a European spot. Not only picking up 3 points, but picking up 3 points against them, which could be vital for the head-to-head as well at the end of the season if goal difference comes into play. Get rid of that, please. I think that came off Trezeguet. They brought on Marquez for Jean-Kevin Augustin. And thankfully, Konate can't play football, apparently. Halstenberg delivers the cross. And, oh, it's on target. No, it's not. Corner for Leipzig. This is about when they scored in the cup. The delivery is decent, but it's headed away by Skiri. Now, can Schindler get to that? I'm trying to make him accelerate towards it, and he has done that. And he could get away from Maksimovic here, and he's doing exactly that. Kingsley Schindler off the bench could seal it for us. Racing in behind. Maybe took that a step too far. Well blocked by a Hungarian in goal. With 8 minutes to go, it's still a 0-0. Campbell in behind. Back there to Klosterman. Time's running out now. They do have men forward in numbers. Good vision to see Maksimovic free on that side. Here's Halstenberg. Forsberg, Halstenberg again. Good delivery, but Anton should win that and has done so well. I tried to clear it down the field and he didn't. Timo Horn, that's actually one of the best punches he's done. I don't know why Trezeguet's gone with his feet there. Why would you not try and head that? That's strange. Klosterman driving down the line. Anton with a vital interception. There were men in the middle waiting to turn that home. Right. Last chance saloon for Leipzig here in stoppage time. Headed away. Sanka Maksimovic, Kevin Campbell. It's a good turn. Don't let him shoot. Yes, Luca Bacchio. He scores the goals and he stops the opposition doing so as well. And that, well, we might actually have the chance to finish the counter-attack. We might yet score a second. Trezeguet racing away. I'll just lift it and... oh, can't get there. Volley that for Strata. Nowhere near the goal, but neither were they. 1-0 Köln, 3 points in the league, and dramatically closing the gap on Leipzig as well. Superb. We shall certainly go to another conference. Mönchengladbach pick up a win. Werder Bremen pick up a win. Wolfsburg also. Wolfsburg are above us in the league and in those European spots, so it's kind of frustrating to see them get a big win as well. We have what it takes to keep the streak rolling, certainly, and hopefully we can do that in the next game against Hoffenheim. You were able to score the victory today before half-time. You're pleased with how things went in the second half. We were the better team. We deserved the victory, as we did in the first game in the Cup. You won again! Do you think the Leipzig played well? Not as well as us. They were certainly better in this league game than they were in the Cup. But, again, no match for us with all things considered. We are 4 points away from Mönchengladbach in 6th and 5 points away from Leipzig in 5th now. And you can see there, they're the players that I'm training here. Centre-back Vuksic and then Willems, the right-sided midfielder, to try and improve his overall rating. So that was the last session. So we'll go back here and do Van der Linden. Unsurprisingly, Houston Dynamo cannot afford Cordoba's wages, so he's going nowhere. An offer for Kingsley Schindler, which we shall reject. He too is going nowhere. Although we're pleased about that. We're not pleased about Cordoba not going anywhere. Podolski's talks have broken down. I'm actually kind of pleased about that. I just checked the comments of yesterday's episode, actually, as I was halfway through recording this, after I'd accepted the bid from Birmingham. And 2 of the most thumbs-up comments were people saying, just let Podolski retire here at Köln. So I felt a bit guilty then after I'd already accepted a bid. But thankfully, that bid has fallen through. So Podolski will stay and he'll end his career here. Might not get used that often at all, but he will certainly end his career at FC Köln. Inconsistent results of late. No, we're actually doing quite well. It's our responsibility to try and get up there, and I think we could do it. We were certainly further away at this stage last year than we are now, and we were able to do it, although it was via 7th place finish and Deutsche Pokal winners. Does your team have what it takes to score more goals today? We need to score more. A win is a win. I mean, a win is a win. I don't care how the victories come, so long as the victories come. 1-0 was good enough against Leipzig. 1-0 would be good enough for me here against Hoffenheim as well. Alright, Unsain in goal for Hoffenheim. For the back, Staffelidis, Koma, Okpaguma and Amade. Can't remember what the score was last time we played them. Zuba, Grilic and Samaseko. I think Grilic came off the bench against us previously. Campbell up top, Sko and Ox on the left-hand side. Leon Bittencourt on the bench and Kaderabek are the only 2 names I recognise. I don't know what sort of game this will be. They are down the bottom, of course, as we saw, but no game is easy at the top level. And certainly when I'm involved playing FIFA on Ultimate with more difficult sliders, I don't make games easy for myself anyway, do I? So 3 points would be lovely, but it's not assured. So he's away. Kites to Verstrata. Kites has gone again. That's good football. Cotsiello's making the run, but I'll actually go to Luca Bacchio here. I think he's the more likely goal scorer. Somehow he's still got possession. Maybe I should have got to Cozziello. Oh, looking for Luca Bacchio, and Cozziello's there. I overplayed it. Went one too many. Anton, not sure how he's still got the ball, but we do. Luca Bacchio's forward. Trezeguet over the top. Actually, he hasn't scored for a little while. Trezeguet, not scored for me at all today. It's unlike him. He's normally banging them every single episode. He's Tyrese Campbell. Away there to Ox. Campbell again. Oh, he's ended up on the floor there, the winger. Nothing to do with me, though. He just fell over. Got Cielo in behind some Mitchell Weiss. All right, accelerate away then. Here we go. Surely 1-0 now. Cut it back. Florian Kainz. Oh, he's ever reliable at the minute. Ever reliable. Florian Kainz. Again. Köln lead. Again. Strata. Across to Katterback. To Strata again. Cozziello. I'm going to fire this out to Mitchell Weiss. He's done brilliantly. Lovely turn. I've got plenty of people forward here. Could go all the way here, Mitchell Weiss. Still trying. Oh, and stumbles as he's taking the shot. Oh, that would have been one hell of a solo goal. Strata, Kainz quickly to Luca Bacchio. Could go back to Kainz again. Out of his feet. Trying to shoot, but defender stood in front of him. We are dominating this game so far. Anton dominates Tyrese Campbell there as well. And still we come forward looking for this second. Come on then, Mitchell. Inside to Verstrata. Turns. Oh, he's still going here, Verstrata. Still going. Trying to shrug off the man that's with me. Just ensure we get a better chance of scoring. Looking for Trezeguet. Oh, he's stolen off the defender. Slightly fortunate, but we'll take it. It's 2. Hoffenheim are down the bottom and we're compounding their misery. They may well be getting relegated this season if they keep playing this way. I get very lucky there, but we'll take it. Sorry, lads. Sorry, Hoffenheim. 2-0. Sko. Back there to Amada. Goes in again. Anton's drawn a long way away from a centre-back position. It's a really good cross. And it was the Hoffenheim man that got to that first. It cannoned off Jorge Mera, and still they come forward. Well, where was that in the first half? They showed nothing of the sort in the first 45. I don't know why it wouldn't let me change the Florian Kainz there. But they mean business in this second half, apparently, Hoffenheim. I'd be ever so disappointed that they conceded that second if they're going to be that good in this second half. Although Florian Kainz could leave them standing here. Where is that defender going? I can't explain that to you, I'm afraid. I genuinely don't know. He's just run away. That I feel kind of cheap there. What's the defender here? He goes towards me and then just jogging off. He's like, oh, mate, you go score, pal. Cheers, then. Well, they were looking like they were going to get back in it, and then they've gifted me a third. Oh, Bettencourt's giving that straight to me. And really struggling here at Hoffenheim. And this is clearly why they are where they are in the league. Because they're just gifting the opposition goals. It's a 4th for us here. We had our biggest win of the entire save recently against Stuttgart by 5-0. And we might well be challenging that in the final 10 minutes here. Just felt more comfortable getting onto Luca Bacchio's left and felt I was going to be able to do it. His 9th goal of the Bundesliga season. Florian Kainz has scored more than him now, I think, with the amount of goals he's been scoring today as well. It's so nice and refreshing to be able to score goals with this Köln side, because last season and at the beginning of this season we were really struggling, scoring on average 1 goal a game, if not less at times. To now be scoring 2, 3 or maybe 4 plus in a game is just really rewarding. They're going to get a pen. It's really rewarding. It shows that we're clearly doing the right things on the field. We're clearly doing the right things in the transfer market. And we are seeing progression, significant progression, with this team. Oh, he's hit the inside the post, Robert Sko. No goal for Hoffenheim yet. No goal for Hoffenheim. Our clean sheet still intact. They had the opportunity, the easiest opportunity you get to score a goal from the penalty spot. But they still couldn't turn it home. Goal difference might be very important for them at the end of the season with regards to that relegation playoff spot, or even just being in the bottom 3 entirely. missing that penalty. Might be slightly over-exaggerating it, but it could be the difference between them staying up or going down. Certainly, gifting us 2 of our 4 goals today is going to be a big factor in them staying up or going down. Just thought I'd try and score a worldie with Luca Bacchio to end, but the referee will end. And we finish with a 4-0 scoreline against Hoffenheim. Everything's falling into place. We're beating the teams, some of the teams above us. Yet to play Bayern or Dortmund again. Oh, Dortmund batter Hertha Berlin. Werder Bremen win as well. Didn't see anything for Bayern there, but I didn't see the full list. Wasn't paying attention. A 4-0 win for Stratus, continuing his hot run of form. He certainly does. Everybody deserves the praise right now because they're all playing really, really well. Warren Kuntz was impressive again. And FC Köln is unbeaten. Yes, we have what it takes to keep the run going. I actually need to check who we've got next month before I get too overconfident in the press conferences. Cozziello, I need to play more often to get more matches. You are playing. That's confusing. Scouting update. Are we going to get any other worldies? He's going to be a no. That's a no. What are you doing, Scout? Why even bother? Why even bother showing me people that have potential of 40? Well, that wasn't the best of months, was it? Come on, lads, you need to do better than that. Right, Mainz next, which is certainly a winnable game. Who do we have next month? Mainz, Dortmund, Stuttgart, and Mönchengladbach. Mainz are 9th, Mönchengladbach are 5th, Dortmund are top of the table, and Stuttgart are 14th. Guess which one I'm going to simulate? Hoffenheim still 16th, Hamburg still 17th, Dusseldorf rock bottom. Kind of sad to see them rock bottom because it means we won't get that local derby next season if they go down. We are still we're 2 points behind Leipzig, but they have a game in hand. So 4 points, actually, even though they've got a game in hand, we're 4 points off 4th now. 4 points off 4th. Things are going really well for us this season now. And if we finish as strongly this year as we did last year, we may make the Champions League next season. We could even end the season with a trophy. Who knows? The Deutsche Pokal might come our way. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on more. And I'll see you next time.